Nando's. Take a chicken, preferably a dead chicken, and expose it to flame. This novel concept with the addition of a level of spice to your liking is where you start. A seat at Nando's is the beginning. Like a seat on the first day of school at the back of the school bus. You're not sure if you belong, but people are nodding at you. You're one of them. Take a picture of your chicken, tell the world you're at Nando's. They'll want to know. Nando's has cultivated an extremely strong brand among a young demographic. Celebrity gods really like Nando's. They really like Nando's. Being within 500 yards of a Nando's will get you an album deal or your own clothing line. Prince William wants in. His debut album Humble will be out soon. Membership to the club is simply a love of a cheeky Nando's. If you signal your love for a cheeky Nando's, you're in too. So if you don't know about Nando's yet, you're obviously missing out. You don't get it, that's fine, but Kanye wouldn't be standing on a Nando's table for no reason. So where did this catered celebrity Waco come from? Nando's is a kind of restaurant that, no matter where you are from in the world, you can go to Nando's and think this is the food of your people. Nobody can argue with you. This is your food, your culture. Is it European? Yes. African? Yes. Asian? Yes. Homo sapien? Yes. Everyone is happy. But Nando's does have a starting point, obviously, a chicken Big Bang, in this case, South Africa, and the suburb of Rosettenville in Johannesburg. This small suburb was home to a large population of migrant workers from Mozambique. Mozambique is relevant here as it is a former Portuguese colony. In Rosettenville, there was a Portuguese takeaway restaurant called Chickenland. Robbie Brozin was taken there one day by his Portuguese friend Fernando Duarte. Robbie and Fernando were impressed with the idea, and so they decided to buy the restaurant and change the name to Nando's, short for Fernando, which is more Portuguese sounding than Robbie. Nando's went about spreading peri peri sauce to as many people as they could from the start and opened their second restaurant in Savoy, North Johannesburg. Restaurants proved popular, with a steady expansion over the first few years. In 1992, the first two restaurants were opened in London, one in Earl's Court and one in Ealing. They struggled, like most new restaurants. The British operation was owned by the Enthovens family, headed by Dick Enthoven, a wealthy South African businessman who made his money in the insurance business. Dick handed the running of the UK business over to his son Robert, who changed the focus of the restaurants from a takeaway to a mixed service model. An example of this is the hybrid service style of ordering at a counter, collecting your own cutlery, but your order is brought to your allocated table, similar to a full service restaurant. Small tweaks help to speed up the service and lower staff costs. The look and feel of each restaurant was changed from a standard chain approach to decor to individual designs for each restaurant. These changes helped to create much of the Nando's identity and familiarity that can be felt today. The interiors of many Nando's restaurants are a particularly high standard in comparison to a lot of their rivals in the fast casual sector. African art is often centre stage, and unique designs really make the restaurants feel more like a high-end independent restaurant rather than a cost-focused chain. A lack of traditional advertising has been a stroke of genius for Nando's popularity. There is no better way of promotion than not doing promotion. Having other people do it for you by word of mouth is very effective. Nando's knows this. Nando's is very good at this. It's not all fire and chicken. It's no accident and it's fully embraced. Nando's keeps his friends close. One way of doing this is by giving millionaires free food, like a food bank for influencers. It appears that if you have enough of a following, you may get rewarded for being a very public friend of Nando's. The reward being the coveted Nando's High Five Black Card. That doesn't exist, but definitely does. And if you were to be graced with such an honour, you gain instant social credibility, and thus are rewarded. And of course, Nando's gets more advertising, from an army of influencers showing people pictures of their dinner. Nando's is rewarded. This is how life works. You still want in on the Nando's Black Card. Of course you do. Previously, you could earn one by visiting every Nando's restaurant, but that was stopped as there was too many restaurants worldwide. Before they stopped it, they could have let this guy know. An ardent superfan desperate to become a member of the Nando's clergy in 2013 spent over £1,000 visiting 85 UK restaurants and gaining a stone in weight before he realised the competition was over. He'd even created his own Nando-style gang sign. To be fair, Nando's did offer to honour the competition if he completed it. So what exactly are you entitled to with a Nando's VIP High Five Black Card? Each card holder is entitled to one combo meal, one dessert and one soft drink, along with up to 4 of your entourage for a whole year. For the mere mortals, there is a way, as Nando's does hand a select few of the black cards to socially insignificant people, but you'd have to be lucky. It's a bit of a lottery. Just don't ask for one, whatever you do. That's a big no-no. Nando's comes to you. You could, however, have all the chicken you want, when you want, as that Peri Peri Nando's flavour is available in shops and supermarkets, meaning you only need to provide your own chicken to get started. The sauce is a key ingredient for Nando's, and so the ability to bottle this and sell it through third parties is a decision that isn't without risk. Although you can buy the sauce for use at home, this is not what the Nando's branding is all about, which is clever. Nando's has cultivated a very strong brand around social-focused dining and image, somewhere to be seen, which allows both revenue streams to sit alongside each other well. The brand experience won't be fully satisfied with a bottle from a supermarket if you want to share the experience with others. And something I'm sure you've seen for anyone familiar with the Nando's branding is the red and black cockerel. So what's with the bird? The logo for Nando's has a story of its own. It goes a little like this. A pilgrim was once travelling through the town of Barcelos in Portugal when he was wrongly accused of being a thief and was sentenced to death. A little harsh, but nevertheless, when he was brought before the town's judge, the judge was sitting down for a bite to eat. On the menu was a roasted cockerel. In a desperate plea, the pilgrim remarked, "If I am innocent, may the cockerel get up and crow." And just like that, the cockerel got up and crowed. The judge had seen enough and sent the pilgrim on his way. End of story. I take that with a pinch of salt, but it's a nice story nonetheless, unless you're against the use of a bird as a lie detector. Some quick numbers on Nando's as a company. Worldwide, Nando's lists restaurants in 23 countries, with 936 restaurants in operation worldwide, with around 400 restaurants being in the UK alone. Australia and New Zealand have seen expansion in recent times, and currently 43 restaurants are in the US. These restaurants are clustered in the states of Washington, Maryland, Virginia, and Illinois. Apparently, one of the reasons the US franchise of Nando's chose Chicago was due to high sales of hot sauce in the city. Not just Nando's sauce, but hot sauce in general. Recent annual sales have been over £1 billion, and investment in the expansion of new restaurants has impacted profits, with Nando's reporting a loss of £25 million before tax. Nando's knows their customers well and knew the one thing they really would appreciate after some peri peri chicken wings and a side of spicy rice is to record their very own song, and so with that they built a recording studio in the bottom of the Soho London restaurant. The idea, according to Nando's, is to bring emerging talent together so they can collaborate and to fuel their creativity. So what are the chances of laying down your new album in a Nando's studio? Slim, very slim. Like all things Nando's, it is very exclusive, but it's the thought that counts, and talking about that point on Instagram. Chicken marinated and cooked over a flame is what most people can agree on. Nando's is very good at it, and a good reason for their success in making an experience that is an easy sell to your friends when you're deciding where to eat. You could even take your nan there, and she would be happy. There's a spice level for everyone, and she's bound to get a record deal out of it. Just tell her not to ask for a VIP Nando's black card. It's frowned upon. In fact, you could create a list of nan-dos and nan-don'ts. Just remember, black card or no black card, everyone is welcome to join this celebrity restaurant family. Just buy your own cheeky Nando's. And while you're there, you could always lay down some beats in the studio. Let the world know what you're eating on the internet, or just sit back and enjoy some peri peri chicken. Just don't go scuba diving with this guy. All things Nando's. Let me know. Thanks for watching.